Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the new Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover summon campaign that has come to DBZ Dokkan battle as a dual celebration between Global and Japan. So basically there's been a couple events added. Mainly the summon banner, it's not a huge event, it's not going to last super long. If you look at the login bonuses, you don't get like anything crazy. The celebration is 2 weeks long, so it's unlikely there's going to be a part 2 or anything like that. But basically, simple short event. It's generally just the summoning event. It's kind of why it's called, a summon event basically. And usually the heroes units are pretty hype, depending on what side of the boundary mark you are. If you like the concept of really silly units like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta Limit Break God combo kind of units, you'll like this. If you don't, you probably won't. If you follow the Heroes anime, you'll be more invested into it. But yeah, it's a pretty fun event, I think, for most players, myself included. So when it comes to this, we've got the login campaign. There's no missions or anything, so no special missions or anything crazy like that. You can get a special summon stone for heroes units if you buy the 100 stone pack. It's up to you whether you really want to do it. I will discuss whether it's worth it in another video, but it's completely up to you if you want to do it. It basically guarantees you a heroes unit, which is cool. For most players. There's been a story event added in, there's a new Extreme Z battle that's been added in, a new red zone, and a new Extreme Z area. In total, a pretty decent amount of stones. The red zone does make up a lot of it, so if you can't do the red zone, you're not going to be able to get all the stones. But the Extreme Z battle, the login bonus, gives you about 52 stones. The new Dokkan event makes it 54, you got about 60 there. So there's 120 stones in total all around between all of the events, which is nice. Obviously it doesn't maybe warrant going crazy with the stones, but it is nice to be able to get 100 or so stones over the next week. But 45 of those does depend on your ability to do the red zone. As I mentioned before, there isn't any missions or anything, so you're not going to be able to be able to take a look there. But yeah, pretty much pretty straightforward stuff. Obviously there's the story, there's the new Extreme Z area, there's a new Extreme Z battle, and there is of course the very cool but understandably hard red zone. So some pretty nice events added in. I think good diversity. We've got the new story event where you can get a int lags, a unit from the heroes event or the heroes anime, basically an enemy, so you can pick up lags. Pretty cool, pretty interesting unit. Simple 2-stage event, so nothing too complicated here. She doesn't have an Extreme Z Awakening, but she is a pretty nice pickup, and she will Extreme Z Awaken in future, so there's no point not to. Then you have the new Dokkan event for Goku and Vegeta. Also something that's pretty cool, pretty useful, and going to be a pretty good use of your time. And then, of course, we also have the Extreme Z battle as well, where you can awaken like quite a few units. Now, I've already covered this Extreme Z battle actually, so yeah, if you are interested in that, you can definitely take a look. But yeah, I've basically already covered this Extreme Z battle, so you shouldn't really have any difficulties there. You can do it with a free-to-play team, so all pretty good stuff. And then of course we also have the red zone. Got a couple missions with the red zone as well. So I think this red zone is just 3 stages. It's not going to expand, but it'll be interesting to see how difficult it is. We'll take on each stage, see how hard it is. I assume the heroes units you summon for should be able to do this, so it'll be interesting to see just how difficult it is overall. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. Extreme Z area, nice. 5 free-to-play units getting their Extreme Z Awakening. So it makes it a pretty big event, 15 stones in total. So remember to do that as well. And yeah, beyond that, there's pretty much nothing too crazy. You're limited with category characters to the Extreme Z area, mainly being Dokkan Heroes units. Similarly, Dokkan Heroes units are the effective units for the Extreme Z battle. There's also some awakenings or reopenings of old story events, Heroes ones, and of old Extreme Z battles, Heroes ones as well. So there's plenty of content, especially if you're only really getting into the game now. There's plenty of great units to pick up with your Heroes stones or summons if you do so. And in lieu with that, there's plenty of Great Awakenings and Extreme Z Awakenings that have all come out for Heroes units. So if you've been a long-term Heroes investor like myself, it's a great time to upgrade your Heroes team and give yourself a whole new range of options, basically, to run in like all the content. So very cool stuff, very, very interesting. I think for the most part, a good celebration mainly focused on Heroes, obviously, but I think it's always fun to get so many different awakenings and things like that. I just think it's really cool. Feels like a whole new category is being revamped and brought up to speed. Obviously, the general consensus is that Heroes units are always brought up to speed and then kind of dip out until the next Heroes celebration. But that's why summoning is kind of at your own, not peril, but at your own speed. If you're into Heroes units, you'll summon. If not, you won't. Speaking of summons, there's the Heroes banner, but there's also the Extreme Z Awakening banner. Both have their own individual value, and I will evaluate whether you should save or summon on both banners. And my one for the Heroes banner should already be up, so you shouldn't really have any crazy issues there. But yeah, that's basically it when it comes to this event. So yeah, guys, good luck. Let me know how you find things down below. I'll see you next time. Bye.